Hello there, you wonderful people. Hope we're all doing well today. If not, that's terrible. Otherwise, congratulations. We're going to continue our kind of OSR, Shadow Dark, Dungeons and Dragons style crawl through this vampire lair. See if we can't get ourselves something exciting. And of course continuing to try and remember to use various bits and pieces. Last time we had a big old problem fighting a ghoul, but in the end we managed to defeat them. And that was good. At some point it did look like it was going to be pretty bad. Gorn, of course, managed to consistently fail at hitting anything, but fortunately we didn't run out of magic, so, you know, that was good. And we're here in this room. It's got 4 doors and this strange statue of some kind of unidentifiable monstrosity. You'll note that I've tried to do a little bit of aligning of colours on some dice so that maybe we could speed up combat a bit, but we'll see. But yeah, we're in this room, and let's start trying to get on Earth. Get out of here. So 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, and I should start the little counter counting down. Start. There we go. Now, if I was clever, I could probably come up with some way of showing the thing on the stream. You know, give you a little bit of an interactive element there. But that sounds far too much like something that someone competent would do. And as you all well know, I am anything but competent. So, we're here. 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. 6, so we're going south. Is this door trapped? I reckon generally it's going to be unlikely. And we're currently on a chaos rating of 5. So I feel kind of like after that kind of tussle with the bad guys. Oh, fiddlesticks! I don't have flex roll open. Here I was thinking I was all prepped, all ready to go. But now I need to get my keyboard out again. It's annoying. I've just remembered the keyboard's not ready. Nothing's ready. I'm the worst. Right. That you go to desktop 2. Why is PowerShell open? I don't know. You come over here. We don't need PowerShell open. And then we want to look at not the solo investigator book. I was thinking about doing like a shorter form session. Play some Cthulhu, but we'll see. Well, it's something that, you know, could be done in like 2 or 3 sittings, as opposed to like this, which is lots, or say Pendragon, which is lots, or Twilight 2000, which is lots. If we could do something like Call of Cthulhu, which could be over in a single session, given how easy it is for those characters to die. What else did I need to do? I need to do that, so I might be able to hear the gong. There we go. Right, there we go. Now we're ready. For the ticky timers ticking along. So we're going to go down this way. So is the door trapped? It's unlikely. So on a 6, that's a 50 or below. So no, we've got a 66. So no, the door is not trapped. Is the door trapped? 66 is a no. Right, yes. I always think it would be useful on this fate chart to note that the low number, so if you get below the number, it's a yes. If it's above the number, it's a no. So is the door trapped? Unlikely. 66, that's a no. So the door's not trapped. But let's see what have we got. When we open that door, what do we see? We only want to see one page at a time. We want it to be full, and we don't want it to scroll, because I hate scrolling PDFs. I'll tell you something else I was looking at, and I might play around with it a little bit. There's a hardcore D&D 5e SRD, which gives it more of a traditional feel. So that might be interesting to play around with a little bit. 4 L turn, so it's a little bit of a corridor. Is there anything interesting down this corridor? I mean, it's unlikely. 62. No, there's nothing interesting in the corridor from like an additional aesthetic perspective. But corridor roll on hallway encounter. D20. 10. So that's no encounter. Okay. So yeah, it's just a bit of corridor and it's all nice and quiet. Have we moved into a different section of the dungeon? Unlikely again. 57. No. It's still the continuation of the tomb. This is one of those questions that I'm going to try and throw in there every now and again to see if anything else exciting happens. Okay, next room. Let's keep on going. Let's keep going. 13. Oh, not 13. No, 13's another staircase down. In case you've not been keeping count. Okay, a 4-way chamber. Okay. Okay. And are there doors on all of the exits? I think that's likely. So that's a 75 or less. So that's 75 or less. But it's not an extreme yes. So there we go. There we go. And there we go. I should push this forward a little bit. Okay. So, first off, let's have a check C on the chamber table. Nothing in here from an encounter perspective. Does this room have an interesting aesthetic or 50? So that's a yes. Yes, it does have an interesting aesthetic. Let's roll on the Mythic Dungeon table. That sounds like a good one. Mythic Dungeon. So we've got a gate, passage. Okay, so one of these doors has a sealed portcullis instead of a door. Is the portcullis sealed? Is there a lever on this side for the portcullis? We'll just say that's probably 50-50. 52. So yes, there's a lever on this side of the portcullis. But I mean, why is there a portcullis? So, okay, fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. Is this portcullis keeping back some kind of like hidden big beastie? I think that's likely. It's a portcullis. 7. So that's an extreme yes. So it's something quite powerful. So this is kind of like a a cage thing with a kind of goes under this room or over this room. What's a description for this monster? It's probably undead because, you know, 21 deceive, 32 floating. Okay. Are there like any magic insignia kind of like decorating this room? I think it's likely. 22, yes. Okay, right. So there's a number of magical wards in this room, and in the middle of this floating person, right? Because it's deceiving, right? First of all, we can check to see whether or not any of them make a wisdom saving roll. Gorn probably won't make a roll. The cleric and the magic user can make a roll. So this will be a wisdom saving roll. So, oh goodness, this is the old sheet without these turned around. So this is actually 15 and 7. I need to remember to update that. So it's +1 on their wisdom rolls. They're looking for an 11 or below, and this one is just a 10 or below. No, neither of them succeed. So on the other side is this visage, and it's going, my friends, I have been trapped in here by these wicked undead worshipping cultists. Please open this door and free me. And given they failed their magic-y check, what are we looking at? Neutral, lawful. So Clara kind of like heads over immediately to try and to go to open the door. Any of them have a halfway decent intelligence. So the only one really who gets another check will be Old. So they've got an intelligence check because there are these insignia on the walls. But she doesn't manage to achieve it. So they open this gate, and the thing that's in there is goes, can it come out of the room whilst the magical wards are still in place? So 50-50, 36. Yes, it can. Right, because they were clearly just kind of suppressing its power whilst it was in the room, and now the bars have been lowered, and it kind of comes out into this room, and it is now the question is it grateful for being freed, or is it malevolent? Right. So is it grateful for being freed and therefore not gonna attack them? Yes, it is. It's extremely, right? So we're going to say this is like a djinn of some sort, right? Maybe not a djinn. Some kind of... because we did say undead, right? So it's an undead magic user. Like it's like a kind of like a lich, but nowhere near that powerful. But still pretty powerful. Did this entity used to be a power of a faction in this dungeon? Yes, it did. So we can imagine that this entity was the ruler of the undead in this dungeon at one point. And they're like, you have provided me with a great benefit. Allow me to assist you, if only a small amount. And he casts a protection from undead spell on us, and that will give us +1 versus undead. for 24 hours. Not that you can measure hours very effectively, and we are should throw that over there so that we lose all the stuff. Just so I remember. So we've got a +1 versus undead. And this entity frees itself and invariably will go off to cause chaos elsewhere in the world. So let's make a note of that. Released. Undead wizard from cell on the first floor of the dungeon. Okay, well, that's good. I should probably take a tea bag out of this tea. Yes. That won't, I expect, come back to cause anyone any trouble in the future. I'm sure that'll be fine. Absolutely fine. Ah, I don't have a bin bag. I am useless. So yeah, as to hardcore mode, Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Yeah, I might give that a shot. Let's see if that's any good. Mainly because there's like a whole bunch of like little supplements. It's easy to get supplements and stuff for 5e, right? Everyone knows it. Everyone plays it, even if I hate it. Currently playing in a game of it at the moment, and it really is not my cup of tea. Kind of has the slap fest that we get into sometimes in this, but it just takes longer. So there's nothing else in this room except for those symbols. So now 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 1 to 3, so we're going to go up. Now, these might end up joining up. Let's have a look. What do we got? 8. Four-way hall. So they do join up. You know what? That feels like it makes sense. That looks like it makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's roll a d20. 1, so that's no encounter. Does the mood of the dungeon change here? Yes, okay. What do you think we should roll on? Think we should roll on the dungeon again, or mutations? Twists? Tone. That's one. 29 gives us a failure. 81 gives us rare. Okay. Rare and failure. Do you know what this is going to be? I feel like this is leading down into a failed mine. And this is going down again. So this is leading into... And the dwarf will be able to detect the change in elevation. Right? So this goes down into a new area which will be cavernous instead of constructed. So it kind of looks like this was worked out, like eked out by something in the past. Does it look like it was kind of dug out with tools? Yes. Okay. So it looks like it was probably just a straight kind of mining operation. They must have found something here when they were digging. Is it a? Yeah, I mean, it's probably something common because we're kind of close to town. So, is it iron? No. 72, hold on. I was saying that's probably likely. That is a success. Okay, so it is iron, so it's an iron mine. But, invariably, in the darkness and the echoing halls, something has almost certainly moved in. But we're not going to explore that just yet, because we're going to try and finish out this area. So we're going to come back to this room. Oh no, we'll go back down into this room. And we'll head south. So 17. 17 is kind of like a box, a free exit room. So, where do we finish? They're probably good going off in these directions. Now, flex kind of indicates that it would like you to put these in specific ways, but I'm good. So, are there doors on everything? Likely. 93, there aren't. Okay. Does this one have doors? No. And 93 actually is a... No, it's not an extreme. Okay. So that one doesn't have doors. Does that one have a door? Yes. Okay. So this one has a door. Okay, let's roll a D20 to see if there's anything in here. 3. Nope, nothing in here. Nothing of any particular excitement. Is there an interesting architectural feature? Yes. I say it would probably have like a... It's got like a nice... it's got like a nice set of arches and a kind of domed ceiling with a fresco on it. So it's got this kind of nice clay painting on the ceiling of some like a kind of, because this is a mausoleum, kind of like a soul being ushered to a higher plane. No, this is fine. Okay. 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 4 to 6. So we're going to go this way. And what is it? 16. T. T junction. Let's make it a bit longer. Just because I don't avoid some mess over here. T junction. Let's check to see if there's anything interesting down here. 17. Shh, combat encounter. Okay. D12. D12. 3. What's that? I don't have my word open. Free, free, free. Come out and see me. Free, free, free. Random monsters. Okay. 3. Cultists. So there's some cultists. Do they have a... Do they have a flesh golem with them? Yes. And I think that's an extreme yes. If we're going for like a standard, so yeah, 15. Yeah, it's an extreme yes, so it's a more powerful one. Do they have some healers with them? No. Okay, so we don't have any healers. 96, is that an extreme? Yeah, 96 is an extreme no. So I think that the party, the cultists have taken some damage. So there is a more powerful flesh golem. So flesh golem. And it's going to be a 5 hit dice. Armor class 6. And it has a 1 attack. Which is a D10. D10 damage. Right. So it's going to get... I'm going to say it only gets... because it's been damaged. So it's going to get 3 hit dice worth of hits. 7, 10. So it has 10 hit points. Hit points 10. And then cultists. We'll have cultists a d6 plus 1. Okay, 3 cultists. So their hit dice 1, attack 1d6. Yeah, 1 attack. Yeah, that'll do. 1 attack, 1d6. And hit points. There are 3 of them, so let's see. 2 of them. So 7. And a 3. And the last one. Here's another 7. Pretty beefy ones that have survived. But they are just cultists. Oh yeah, my AC is like 8, right? AC 9 even. Because they're just wearing robes. And aren't very dexterous. First things first though, reaction roll. And they see us 9. So that's kind of cautious is their reaction. Who gets initiative? Okay, they get initiative. So initially they're gonna be like, "Halt! Who goes there? What are you doing in our base? In our base of operations?" And we'll go. We're seeking the vampire lord so that we can steal it. So we're hunting for the vampire lord to put an end to his reign of terror. And because a 9 is a positive reaction, but not a full-blown positive reaction. And they're like, oh, well, you intend to defeat the vampire lord, and if we remember some time back, the faction of cultists are opposed to the vampire faction because the vampire stole the amulet from them, which is why we won't mention the amulet. And they're like, well then, we have no quarrel with you, friends. So I think it's 50-50 as to whether or not they'll let us pass, even though we said we've no quarrel with you. Okay, 99. So this is a trick, right? They're not. They're going to let us get nearby, and then they're going to jump on us. Barney being the most seasoned, we're going to say he'll get a wisdom check to see if he can. If he picks up on this. 12. He doesn't pick up on it. Okay, so the party are going to be kind of going forward into the passing the group. Like they're kind of tentative, but they're they've got they can't be surprised, but they will be in kind of in immediate just as they kind of go past. So they've got probably Clara at the back, Gorn and Pie Chucker at the front, and as they reach the front, they go, "Ha-ha! Attack them!" So we're kind of able to attack any of them. But at the same time, if you remember, we currently have the amulet of Flesh Golem control. And does the amulet of Flesh Golem control protect Ald from being attacked by the Flesh Golem? I think this is likely. 40. It is likely. So the Flesh Golem is being directed to attack Ald, and it just goes, "Grrr, friend," and the fight begins. But with that, one of the cultists is still going to attack Ald. The Flesh Golem is out. 2 of them are going to attack Clara, right? So, and I think they get to go first because, you know, they did be all cunning and stuff. So the one on Ald, they've got a armor class of 9, probably an easy hit for them. 3 though, that's a miss. And against Clara, the 2 of them are attacking her. An 18 is probably a hit against armor class 1. So I've got my board over here. Armor class 1, yeah, an 18 hits. Fiddlesticks. So I do a d6 worth of damage. I should have rolled damage at the same time. So they do 6 points of damage to Clara. We're going to have this guy intercept that attack because that's a lot of damage. So not exhausted. Not exhausted. He's not gone down a dice. He jumps in, clank, protects Clara. Clara doesn't take any damage. Our round. So going to attack. Going to attack. Going to withdraw. Going to attack. Right. We're all attacking a cultist, right? So this one's attacking the cultist for attacking Ald. This is attacking one of the occultists that attacked her. And this is attacking the other occultist that attacked her. So we're all attacking individual cultists at the moment. So let's also pick up the damage dice. That's a miss. Those are both hits. So Clara hits one attacking her for... No, Gorn attacks one of the ones attacking Clara for 7. We'll take that from the top. Wrong one. This one. Okay, so 7 is enough to kill it. The first one is dead. 3 is enough to kill the second one as well. So you're giving those a +1 on top of both of those. So dead, dead. Barney letting the team down. Right. So Ald is going to try and give the flesh golem a command to stand down. I'm going to make them do a intelligence check. 16. Okay, so it doesn't stand down. So whoever they tell it to attack next turn, it'll attack. Cool. Let's roll initiative. So again, combat will be... I mean, she's out of melee range with a flesh golem now. Barney is probably in combat range with a flesh golem. And there's only the person that was attacking Ald left. So this one, Gorn is going to attack these 2 are going to attack the golem. And this one is going to attack the same cultist, right? Cool. That makes sense, right? And the flesh golem is going to attack Clara, and and the cultist is going to attack Barney Piejucker. Cultists go first. And henchman is going to support Gorn, and henchman is going to support Clara. Okay. Bad guys go first, so attacking flesh golem on Clara. 6 doesn't hit. Cultist on Barney. 10 doesn't hit. Okay, cool, nice, happy days. So this is against the flesh golem, this is against the flesh golem, and this is against the cultist. Okay, 14 hits for cultist for 1. So the cultist is... Where did the cultist go? There we are. So that cultist took 1 point of damage. 17 hits for flesh golem. Does a 12 hit? Armor class 6, a 12 hits. Right, so that's 8 points of damage plus 2, 10 points of damage. It's dead. So Flesh Golem is dead. Again. Dead again. This one cultist needs to make a morale check. He's probably got a morale like 7 at the moment. He makes it, but he is going to retreat. So he's going to try and run away. So who goes first? 6 and a 2. So the party go first. So they get +2. Really, probably only Barney is in melee range. So you get +2 to your roll, Barney. 11, 13. That'll hit. So that does another 4 points of damage to the cultist whilst they're running away. But they do get away. Oh, and I forgot to roll the bonuses. It's okay. It's a bit more difficult to roll the bonuses if I'm... oh, and also you also don't need to... But we should roll the usage dice anyway. Okay, so this one's gone down to a D4. Now, this one is still a D8. Okay. If we say we're going to do it, we should probably use it. Right, cool. Top bananas. Well, they're dispatched. Whether by violence, cunning, or trickery, dispatched is dispatched. And I am going to have a little sip of my tea. How's the timer going? Oh, we're good. We've got loads of time. Delicious tea. Right. Let's go. Did that fight bring any other bad guys to attack? We should probably... 65. So yes, it does. Are they more cultists? Yes. Upon seeing all their fallen comrades, do they think better of engaging in a fight? Yes, they do think better of engaging in a fight. Because they see kind of a butchered flesh golem and think this isn't for us. So they run in the opposite direction, probably to raise some kind of additional alarm. But as long as it's cultists that come out, we're all good. Okay, cool. Let's carry on. 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 1. So we're going up. Okie dokie, okie dokie loki. What do we got? Do D20. 7. It's another T junction room. 1, 2, 3. Are there doors in all the doors? No. This dungeon has something against doors. Okay. Is there a door here? Yes. So there's a door and it's locked. Up here? No. Okay. Here? No. Okay, so there's only this door and it's locked. So we try the door, it's locked. Can we pick the lock? No. Could we cut through the door with an axe? No. Okay, it's a really kind of... It's a metal door or a stone door. It's a stone door. It's a locked stone door that we can't get through. Maybe is it a puzzle? Yes. Okay, so there's a puzzle to unlock it. Probably finding the right number of gemstones to put somewhere. So yeah, it's got 3 gemstone sockets. So let's do a 3 gemstone sockets above a stone door. Okay. No, fiddlesticks. No. Oh god, it's gone. No, it's not. It's not gone. It's not gone. I've got it. It's right here. It's right here, everybody. It's fine. We're safe. Okay, cool. So we're going to come back here and head this way. We have a D20. 6. T-junction. So one thing that we do need to think, if this is a magical door, then this and this won't connect up to these existing locations, right? Otherwise, there'd be no point in having a magically locked door if you could just go one along and up. So this is going to go like this. Is there anything interesting in this corridor? No. Very boring corridor. D20 for anything interesting in anything else of a corridor. At 11 is no encounter, so no, it's clearly because all those cultists have run either this way or... did the cultists run towards the door? Yes, very much so. So this is probably like the cultists' base, right? They've kind of probably got this door. You probably need to like defeat a number of cultist leaders in order to get through the door. Cool. That sounds like a thing. Sounds like a thing. Okay, so we're going to go up or straight ahead. 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 6. So we're going to keep on going straight ahead. So what we got next? What are yous? 19. Alright, it's another... It's a... It's a... box room that's attempting to challenge our ability to do this map. That's fine. And I mean, if a door should be there, but that would be very annoying. So we'll put a solid one here. Doors and all the things. No, there are no doors on this one. Okay. So this room is just empty. Well, not empty. It is open. 5. It is also empty of any things. Does the ambience? Are there any strange noises? No strange noises. No strange ambience. This is an entirely unexciting corridor. So, well, room. So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. Let's keep going. 1 to 2. So we're going to take this way up here. What are we looking at? 15. 15 is an L. So, well, a kind of room L. Like so. Oh wait, not there. that just to link that together. Is there anything... let's do this, see if there's nothing in this room. Is there an... Well, we've already been here. Is there an ambience change? 43, yes. Doors on all the things? Yes, okay. So there's a door here. And there's a door here. Okay. That henchman's looking real drained. Might keep him around for a last moment defense of a nearly dying player. Okay. This room, so there's nothing in it. There's an ambience change in the room. Sort of tone. Okay, so there's the words are fame and frightening. These are for adventure tones. These could be quite useful for something else as well. But there's a mosaic on the wall of heroic warriors fighting a terrifying dragon. Right, mosaic of heroes fighting dragon. Cool. Top bananas. So I guess we're going to come out here. Is there anything currently going on in this room? Yes. Is it? Have we encountered a monstrous raiding party from outside of this level of the dungeon? Yes. Okay. Okay. So I think this is going to be made up of. Where's the fantasy book? Fantasy tomb? Referee's tomb. This is what I'm looking for. Monsters. Probably not them. Probably not a berserker. Maybe brigands. Well, no, brigands are only... Brigands are one hit dice guys. We kind of want something that lives deeper underground. They go deeper underground. Oh, there we go. Is it a party of oh no, actually we don't. They seem like a bad idea. Is it a party of something humanoid? You guys. Is it a party of... What do we think it could be? Well, let's click the creature button a second. 59, natural, glowing. That didn't help me. That didn't help me at all. Fire giants, ghouls, goblins, gnolls. Gnolls! Lazy humanoid hyenas of low intelligence but live by intimidation and theft. I probably wouldn't run them like that nowadays. But, you know, maybe it'll be gnolls. Is it gnolls? Yes. Okay. Number appearing. 1d6. 6 gnolls. Okay, so there's a party of 6 gnolls in here. So there's like 5 normal gnolls and one leader gnoll. Right, so we'll do gnolls. Gnolls are gnolls. They're 2 hit dice. They are 1 attack, 2d4. 1 attack does 2d4. Anything else we need on here? Armor class 5. Armor class 5. Okay. Turn over your card. Alright, so 6 of them, right? Well, 5 of them plus 1 leader. So it'd be useful if I had another d8. There we go. So that's 12 hit points. That's 3 hit points. Whew! 14 hit points. Made up for that guy with the 3. And 11 hit points. So that's way above average. Okay. Oh wait, and that's only 4. Goodness. It's a tough bunch of gnolls. So that's for gnoll, the normal gnolls, and then a gnoll leader. Gnoll leader, who is hit dice 3, hit dice AC 4, and again 1 attack 2d4, and he's got 3 hit dice. So what's their morale? Morale is 8. Okay, I'd say with the leader it's currently 10, and he's got 13 hit points. Okay. Reaction roll. 9. Okay. They're not immediately hostile. They see us, we see them. They kind of go for their weapons but haven't immediately leapt out to attack us. We've already kind of got our weapons out because we're kind of moving through this dungeon quite cautiously. And we'll enter negotiation. Do they speak any common? It's 64. So that's on a 50-50. That's a yes. So they do speak common. Can we offer them something to avoid conflict? In fact, if we offer them... are they obviously missing any equipment? That's probably a question. Yes, they're clearly lacking food provisions, right? So they look weak and tired and fatigued, and they're clearly trying to hold up in here for some respite. So we offer them some of our food, and we don't have a fight. We cautiously and carefully manage to negotiate ourselves through this conflagration without violence this time. And we, however, have used up some of our food. We'll get rid of 1. We'll get rid of 2. Basically, each of these rations is enough for the party for one day, right? Because normally I'd be using it's like 5 days worth of iron rations per thing, so that makes sense, right, for the party. If we say each ration is like a party's day's worth of food. And yeah, they're very happy, and they happily take the supplies, and we move on. Do we head through this door? I think we probably do. It seems to make sense to me if we're here now. So let's open up that door and see what we find. 13. Feel like I've rolled that before. It's another staircase down. I don't think I need another staircase down, so we're going to move that down 1. So that is an L. Okay. Encounter. Nothing. Okay. Next room. 14. I think that's what I just turned this into. That's another L. Well, I think that means... that. Anything in the corridor? No, nothing. Any interesting features in the corridor? No. It's a very boring corridor. Okay, that brings us back to here. Okay. So where have we got left points of possible more exploration? We've got here. We've got here. We've got here and here. We've got here and here and here. Right? I think that's it. No, and we've got here. And here. Still got quite a few to go. Question is, well, we robbed a whole load of stuff last time, didn't we? Where did we make a note of all the stuff we robbed? Where is it? We found a whole bunch of... Was this it? Yeah. We found a whole bunch of gold items, right? So... But we are up here at the moment, so we could come back in here and explore this way. So let's do it. We're going to be here, and we're going to explore in this direction. Push through. Do we encounter anything? Do we encounter any... I mean, it's not that far, really, from here. Because these gnolls are still in this room. They're like wee dogs, eh? Well, big dogs. Big, standy dogs. And so we'll go through here. D6. What is it? It's a 3. Makes it a straight chamber. Like so. You got doors on either end? Yes. Okay. Is this door locked? Yes. Okay. Can our thief lockpick it? No. Can our thief... can we knock through the door? No, no. It's another one of these. This is a stone door. Stone door. Is it a puzzle? No. Is it locked from somewhere else? Well, if it's not a puzzle, then it's locked from somewhere else, right? Though the question is it locked from the other side of this door? No. Okay. So we can assume that there was something in here. So we can assume that probably the lever is in here. And if I recall, last time there were 7 zombies that live in this room. But we will fight them next time, I think. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah. The torch is running low, so we will cross out a torch and we will return for another session. As I said, I might play around with a Call of Cthulhu session. I've also been thinking a lot about kind of splatterpunk, so I might do some kind of there's a name that I have for a wee short story in my mind. It's called This Machine Makes Paste. And the story, well, it's a horror splatterpunk story that I have in my mind. It's all about a machine that strips people down into their bare elements that are eaten by the ultra wealthy men to turn themselves into alpha males. So that's an idea. It's all about this kind of destruction of the human being in order to sustain the monstrous appetite of capitalists. So that's something that's been playing on my mind recently as a thing to do. So yeah, I might do something like that. I might play around with some shorter Call of Cthulhu-esque games, just so we have some sort of short series. And I'll also have a look at D&D 5e hardcore as well. I think that's that. It's been wonderful. Thank you very much for your time. Have a pleasant day, evening, however you find yourselves. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye. Have fun. So long.